So here we go. Very important game. Tampa Bay Damage about to take on Omaha Vicious. And it's getting very interesting. These last two games are going to decide who plays in relegation and who moves on. Tampa Bay Damage is sitting real good right now, 3-0 with a +13. Vicious is 2-1 with a +1. So this is a must-win situation for Vicious. Also, kind of depending on what happens with Houston Heat. So VCK is for sure in the relegation match. And Damage is for sure going to be going on to play in the semifinals. But between Legion and Omaha Vicious, both those teams sitting at 2-1. You know, and then because if Damage beats Vicious right now, that'll send Vicious 2-2, depending on the point spread. We'll see what that is. And then if Heat beats Legion, that'll put both those teams 2-2. So crazy bracket here, another crazy bracket.
And we expected that.
Totally, absolutely. This game brought to you by Die Precision, as Damage is one of their factory teams. So here we go on the breakout. Damage on your right and Omaha Vicious on your left. It looks like, is that a penalty right away?
No, Vicious just gets taken out. Two players on Dorito side and the Snake side on the break. So Damage takes two players out on the break. Leaves three players for Vicious dead center of the field, doubled up at the Dorito side tower and back center. As I say that, they lose back center, so...
Another one going out. That's number 1, Zach Sherman.
So, scurrying out on the D side, making moves over there, Dalton Vanderbilt. And, no, I'm sorry, it's Jacob Edwards. So looking really good right now on this point. Tampa Bay Damage, it's 5-on-3. No, now it's 5-on-2. Trevor Reeser and Matt Sossman. Only 2 bodies left alive here for Omaha Vicious. Oh, but Keith Brown comes off for Tampa Bay Damage.
And Vicious loses their Dorito player. So they lose all their players now, so it's Damage with a nice point. Get a 1 point lead right here.
They're playing good, man.
Playing good.
Yeah, Damage looks good. I mean, I know it's the first point, and Vicious did take that victory against Houston Heat. This is a big test for Vicious right now. They're playing the team that arguably looks the best out of every team here. So we're going to see. If Vicious wins this one, they still got a chance. But it comes down to what happens in that Heat and Legion game.
I think Heat's going to beat.
Well, Vicious lost to Legion in the head-up game. And then when Vicious beat Heat head-up. So if Heat goes 2-2 and Vicious goes 2-2, Vicious will have beat them head up. That'll put Legion at 2-2, but Legion beat Vicious head up. So that'll send Legion on.
All right, I got a headache right now.
It's gonna be nuts.
There's Todd.
2 + 2 equals
7.
17.
Coffee? I don't know.
I got you coffee this morning, Maddie, but I drank it on the way here, so I apologize. So Todd Martinez, captain and coach of Vicious.
Yeah, so right now, going to take the field here. Omaha Vicious down by 1. And on the field for Tampa Bay Damage, Dan Holliday, Dalton Vanderbilt, Chad Bouzier, and Brian Smith so far.
I wonder where Rocky was.
At Tank Diesel, that's a great name. I can't believe Dynasty lost. We can't either, man. Wow.
Keep sending those pictures.
Yeah, keep sending the pictures. Yeah, Dynasty did go 0-4.
I mean,
and there's a dejected fan right there.
They're my good friends, but I could not believe that either.
And they got an injury as well with Ryan Greenspan.
Yeah, Ryan Greenspan is out with an MCL strain.
And
out indefinitely.
Knee injuries are horrible, bro.
Yeah, well, I mean, it didn't tear. That at least he doesn't think he did. So, and the doctor said it didn't. He said strain was what he said, but I don't think he's gonna have to have surgery.
Well, hopefully he doesn't. He's an avid golf player.
Ryan's a very much the outdoors guy. Not so much golf, more like ocean swimming and spearfishing.
I was talking about more like the golf pub crawl thing. Number 31.
He's down with that for sure.
31. Trevor Reeser taking a walk. Omaha Vicious down to 3 players right now, Steve.
And on this field, you could be down 3 if you could just be in the right positions. Right now, they look like they've got decent positions there with the Dorito side tower, back center. and a little God bunker on the snake side. So, but they're playing on the defense, and if you don't get some eliminations on damage, they'll play for a 1-0 lead. They don't care.
Well, and also damage is a really hard team to play down bodies. When damage inner point, when damage gets up on you a couple bodies, they don't make a lot of mistakes. It's really hard to beat damage if you're losing bodies off the break a lot. And right now, Chad Bouzier and Jason Edwards shot Alexander Borromeo and Trevor Reeser. So, and there's another one, 2 more coming off actually, Sherman and Matt Sossman, which is going to force Coach Todd Martinez to blow the horn. So not looking good right now here for Omaha Vicious early on, as they've let Tampa Bay Damage run up the score a little bit with 17:35 to play.
They're playing really good right now. I mean, Tampa Bay Damage, they're shooting good lanes in the break. They're controlled, slow pushes. I mean, I got nothing else right now.
It's okay. You said what they're doing. They're doing good.
Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Back to you, Maddie.
Back to you, Maddie.
Oh, you guys are being nice to each other all of a sudden?
I have no energy for this right now.
Yeah, so, still a lot of game to play, but you don't want to let Damage run up that score, as we've seen. I mean, Damage has done this.
To play. It's 2-0 lead, but guess what? We got
three games in a row, Rab. This is what they've done. They put up some points, and when you look you look at this on paper, Tampa Bay Damage, they have the same core lineup they've had for a long time. So does Omaha Vicious, but Damage has put up a lot of wins over the years since they really kind of made their splash in 2008. And since then, they've gone on to win 4 tournaments. So, that's a lot of victories with pretty much the same lineup that we're looking at right now this entire time. And when you have that much experience on one squad, for Omaha Vicious, they did take second at the first event. So it is in them to get to the finals. And I really believe in the lineup that they have, that it's so highly talented. But on paper, you got to give it to Damage. But it just doesn't really, on paper, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it'll help edge your bets, but
Infamous is a good team on paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Infamous is well, and they won the first event too. But Infamous now, this is their second event in the Challengers division, but looking good. Infamous has one more game against Chicago Aftershock, and their hopes at Chicago if Chicago Aftershock does not beat Infamous in their last game, we probably won't see them in the semifinals.
5 alive for both Damage and Vicious. Well, Vicious loses Shane Colby. That's the big elimination. And Damage loses a player on the Dorito side. So it's 4-on-4 with Vicious on the right side tower. And here comes Chad Bouzier. Moving to the right, the snake side can. Middle of the field.
Tampa Bay Damage on your screen right now, trying to get up in the middle of the field. On your right is Omaha Vicious.
So yeah, right now on your screen, look at the back line of Omaha Vicious, and here comes Omaha Vicious moving up on the D side, but here comes Chad Bouzier, the weapon for Tampa Bay Damage in that center.
Oh, major penalty on Chad Bouzier. Wow, flags flying everywhere.
And I was going to say, guys,
Keith Brown's like, I'm out.
It's 2-0 lead, but we got the 2 most penalized teams in the league playing right now. So
good point, Rab. Very good point. Yeah, 24 penalties for Damage and 23.
Wow.
But that being said, also Vicious, they're slightly less penalized total overall, but they get more majors. They have 16 majors to 12 majors for Omaha Vicious.
Wow. Like Keith Brown didn't even think about it twice. He's like, I'm out of here. he's
I'm gone.
So like the hang's good, and minute and 50 seconds still left on that Chad Bouzier penalty. So he's been riding the lightning in that center, doing a great job for Tampa Bay Damage on their run through the prelim ranks, and flawless so far for Tampa Bay Damage. But a little chink in their armor right now, and this is going to open the door for Omaha Vicious. So it scores 2-1, 16:34 to go. We got 2 games left to play here today, and they're both big ones, and they will decide what happens in this bracket. So stick around.
Here we go. Omaha Vicious down 1 point against Tampa Bay Damage, Steve. 16:30 left in this game.
And they got that gift, that red flag, and now what do you do with it? You got to take advantage of it. You got to get some points on the board here. So, but again, 16:34, 2-1. There's a lot of time in here, and we'll see what Vicious can do with this penalty.
Omaha Vicious on the breakout right here. Getting another one on the break right there. So down to 2 players, down 3 players. Here comes Omaha Vicious, number 31 at the middle, Maddie.
Yeah, Trevor Reeser on your screen now up to the center 50-yard line. He's going to wrap around looking snake side. There's the eye in the sky. Get a little overhead look and see Trevor Reeser in really good field position trying to make the most of this power play.
There he goes, going up the middle, and he's gonna launch here in a second. No reason to stay there. That's kind of boring. Up in the A, looking good.
Go get one and then let your other guys clean out the last guy. So you want to try to get as many points in this penalty as possible. There's 1 minute and 5 seconds left, and like you said, he's at the A, and it's a little boring. He needs to go do that run through. And no one can stop him.
Yeah, but the biggest thing right now for Vicious is they need to for sure win this point. And yeah, it'd be good to win it quickly, try to maintain that power play, only 53 seconds, but they need to get in position to shoot the box just in case too much time expires. But right now, only looking at 2 bodies. They have 4. Here comes Trevor Reeser past the 50-yard line, but he gets eaten up.
Yeah, he didn't
nice
go
shot.
In. He didn't go the way he should have. He should have went in hard. He just went in tiptoeing. You can't do that.
He also went a little too wide.
Went too wide.
Oh, but Timmy Probst gets tapped out, so there's just 1 player left alive. It's Jacob Edwards in that center tower, and Omaha Vicious is going to make short work of him here. And then they're going to grab that flag and hang it in as fast as they possibly can.
With 17 seconds left in the penalty. 18. Omaha Vicious coming up, tying it up 2-2. Flag game is clean.
Chad's over there just beside himself sitting in that penalty box.
Like, ugh.
He's spending a lot of time.
God, I pushed it a little too hard. I got a penalty. And now it's tied.
4 minutes, 6 minutes.
Yeah, but, no, I mean, regardless, Damage is making it in.
They're making it in, but you want to go in playing the way you've been playing the whole event. They've been playing really good, so he'll get out of the penalty box, and we'll see if they can stay away from the red flags and the yellow flags.
That was very well thought out, Steve.
Yeah, thank you. Back to attack mode.
Tar Martinez, Omaha Vicious.
And if he gets to win, he won't be grumpy Todd. He'll be happy Todd. We like happy Todd.
Good Lord.
Yeah, so right now, just a game and a half remains. Well, a game and 3 quarters. We're at 15 minutes in out of a 20-minute regulation match here. Tied up at 2. Tampa Bay Damage 2, Omaha Vicious 2. So who are these teams going to send out here? Still 18 seconds on that Chad Bougier penalty. Again, remember, hashtag PBA Live. Send us the pictures of your whatever, man, however you're watching the webcast. Send it to us.
PG.
Keep it PG-13. That last one we got was definitely PG-13. What was that guy wearing? Was that like some
banana
weird Speedo? Yeah, banana hammock for sure. And but yeah, and also, you know, you can actually go and draft your fantasy league for World Cup right now. So based on what you see go down here on this field and who you think's playing good and who you think's going to step up for World Cup, you can actually get your own draft league. So there's quick picks and then there's the draft. If you put your quick pick in, you have a chance to outfit your team with 5 custom Raza jerseys. So
and plus, Maddie, the winner of the quick pick the fantasy league at the World Cup gets a jersey of mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's collecting just in the garage anyway.
Hey, that's actually pretty big, man. I mean,
I got like 5 more in my garage.
Are you calling me fat?
No, well, no.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Okay, so Omaha Vicious, 2-2.
And right now, body walking off here for Tampa Bay Damage. Chad Bougier gets decimated trying to get out of the box. And they also lose another body, too. So here comes Omaha Vicious.
I like the calls right now that Todd's calling. The plays are really good. 5 players alive right now, man.
Yeah, and the boys are stepping up for Omaha Vicious right now. 5 players alive for them, really making it work out here and trying to take this lead. Looking like they're going to do it. They tap out another 2 players here, and that's it.
Oh, Brian Bortle going to work over here, Maddie.
Nobody, yeah, Brian Bortle feasting over here, snake side. Good job by Brian Bortle to get in here and get it done. And also Trevor Reeser in that center. So Tampa Bay Damage is going to have to go back to the dwell. They are back at full strength now.
Full strength and get it together. I'm sure both Houston Heat and Red Legion coaches are sweating it right now because with a win right here with Vicious, they would both be out.
Yeah. So what's the deal right now, Steve?
Right now, Damage is in, right? Automatic. They're 3-0. No matter what happens here, they're 3-0. If Vicious wins this game, they'll be 3-1.
Which will put Damage 3-1, but they will beat Damage head up. But the point spread. Oh, look at this though. So there was a little replay here. That's the back line for Tampa Bay Damage. Just getting eaten up by Vicious. You're really putting on the heels, and Vicious did a really good job of securing some points on that power play, making the most of that Chad Bougier penalty.
Back to how it's playing out. That would put pressure now on Red Legion to beat Houston Heat. That would put them at 3-1, and they beat Vicious head-to-head. So Vicious is now 3-2. Obviously, there's a lot of time left in this game, 14-16. So a lot of craziness happening here with these last couple matches.
Yeah. It's getting complicated out here. And you can see Todd Martinez, Coach Omaha Vicious, talking to Nate Schrader and the rest of his boys.
He's like, guys, I gotta go back in the booth. I don't want to go with my vein in my forehead popped out, so just get this man. I don't want to be grumpy, Todd.
Yeah, and Vicious, they still have a chance here. You know, as Vicious took that victory against Houston Heat earlier, that was a big win for Omaha Vicious. But Omaha Vicious, they're quickly becoming one of the top teams. You know, Omaha Vicious has a chance to win tournaments as long as they believe in themselves and really focus on trying to put up their best performances possible.
On your screen, Zach Sherman, Omaha Vicious take on the break. Here comes Omaha Vicious. Up 1 point.
Oh, they lose Parker Rosenthal off the break, so Parker Rosenthal taking the walk, and here
comes... Oh, up the middle too, Maddie.
Shane Colby trying to go out maybe a little bit too fast, especially with Damage at the Dorito snake side can.
Lots of time left in this game, though.
Yep.
Everybody stuck in the middle.
5-on-3, and Vicious just stuck dead center.
Here we go on your screen. Tampa Bay Damage trying to get outside. There he goes, making the move. 5-on-3 right now, Maddie.
Yeah, it's looking really good for Tampa Bay Damage. They have 5 bodies alive. They have good field position and rolling those guns real nice. And also for Vicious, they have 2 guys stuck in that stand-up temple.
They need to get one of those guys out of there. And as we say that he's trying to creep out, and he does. He makes it to a little cake on the Dorito side, which is good. But again, Damage 5 alive.
Yeah, 5 alive for them, and really kind of controlling the pace of this. They're down by 1 though right now.
Here comes a ref.
The referee is going to check out, and it's Chad Bougier.
Oh, there goes a flag.
Oh boy!
No, minor penalty on Tampa Bay Damage.
Wow.
That's never a good thing.
Yeah, so Chad, that's 2 penalties for Chad Bougier here in this game.
And he's playing good, but he's just riding the line right there, and he's getting caught. But he's walking off, and it was obviously a harness hit, so those are hard to feel those hits, right, Chris? No?
No. When I get shot, I definitely know it.
So right now, it looked really good for Damage for a second, but now it's evened up. 3 bodies for both of these teams here, and I would almost give the better field position, though. Damage does have a player, Timmy Probst, up in the center. They have a little bit more ground, but they don't have anybody wide.
Yeah, Keith Brown needs to get into the snake now. He should have gotten there about a minute and a half ago. Chris was like waving him on, like, come on,
I was
let's
like,
go.
come on, man, seriously.
Like, he should have went in. And
12 minutes left in this game. 3-2. Fair Omaha Vicious. On your screen, that's Keith Brown. Oh, come out of the box too. Another player coming out now. 4 alive for Tampa Bay Damage.
Well, so Chad Bougier making his way out. So though that did get Jacob Edwards taken out, the penalty didn't really hurt him that bad.
Jacob
Give him a breath. He had a breath.
Jacob Edwards is out.
So 4 alive right now for Tampa Bay. And there's a move on Omaha Vicious, making the move up this Dorito side. So 3-2 in favor of Omaha Vicious right now. Who has the ball right now, Maddie?
Well, I'll tell you what. I would probably say that Vicious's D-side player, Nate Schrader, has the ball. and also Keith Brown.
Yeah, Keith's going to go to the snake here in a second.
Keith wants to go to the snake, but the best field position right now is D2 for Omaha Vicious. But look at this though, move being made by Tampa Bay Damage over there. The issue is that Vicious only has 3 players. And Keith Brown, you're right, Chris. Keith Brown definitely he
needs to get in.
And when we say have the ball, what that means is who needs to make a move. It's like, hey, okay, well, based on the field position and the situation, you're the guy that needs to make a move. And then sure enough, Keith Brown makes his move into the snake. Weird.
And now
he's an amazing an too. I don't want Keith Brown the snake against me. I played against him. He's amazing.
You'll just wipe it.
Well, that's beside the point. But Keith Brown's an amazing shot. Getting in there, he's super quick. Look all the way to the 50 right now.
Yeah, so Keith Brown eventually made his way into the 50-yard line. 1 body advantage for Tampa Bay Damage, but a lot of time left, and Damage is still losing this game with the score 3-2.
But they're going to look at this run down the. Look at that.
Is Sherman
Zach
alive?
Sherman all the way down. Gets Timmy props as well.
Oh, wow. That was a huge move by Zach Sherman
Gangster.
from Omaha Vicious.
Gangster.
As he was able
shooting props in the middle, and then takes out Keith Brown.
That was a stellar move by Zach Sherman, one of the leaders from Omaha Vicious. And now it's a 2-on-2. So it was a 4-on-3, but because Zach Sherman stepped up and got those 2 kills, that is going to take it to Nate Schrader and Matt Sauceman. It's up to them now.
And Nate Schrader's picking up paintballs
to try to take out Dalton Vanderbilt and Chad Bougier. And yeah, if it's just saying Schrader's picking up paintballs?
Picking up paintballs. But hey, with 9 minutes left, I think Vicious right here with being in the tower, I think they got the, as we say that, they take out Damage's back corner.
Oh, there goes another player on Damage. This might be the nail.
That 1 body left alive for Damage?
I think so, sir.
It is 2-on-1 now.
Yeah, it is. It's just Dalton Vanderbilt. So this is a huge point for Omaha Vicious. If they go up 4-2 against Tampa Bay Damage here, we'll see how much time it takes for this to happen. Or is Dalton Vanderbilt going to earn his paycheck here and win a 2-on-1?
Well, what do you do? I just sit in the back, just chill out for a minute.
With the high body advantage, if I was Sauceman, I would slowly but surely and smartly make my way over and hope to God Nate Schrader doesn't lose a gunfight, and then try to get that kill, because you're playing Damage, man. A 2-point spread is nothing to Damage, and there's still time on the clock. So, and look at this.
Oh, nice move by Dalton.
Dalton tries to make something happen, and you see the frustration in his body language after it didn't work out as he traded.
Both? Did he get both of those?
No, he didn't get Sauceman.
He just traded.
Yeah, Sauceman's working his way towards the flag. Grabs the flag, and Sauceman's going to walk it in.
Wow.
So Matt Sauceman with his 6 confirmed kills, 7 now actually, is he was the guy that got that ball in on Dalton Vanderbilt. So now Omaha Vicious, really the only team. Well, I mean, Damage has had a little. Let's see. Damage took down VCK 7-3. Damage beat up on Legion 7-3. And then Damage also beat the brakes off of Houston Heat 6-1. So,
hey, Matty, let's listen to the pits real quick.
Leon was like, no, he wasn't. Then he walked. He's like, oh, that hit. Maybe that delete. No,
Minute 20.
shot was there. They just got to catch it.
Minute 10.
Look at this replay right here. That's senior props in the center by Tampa Bay Damage.
And there was Colby trying to get up into the center.
Went a little bit too early there. But that was the move right there.
Yeah, it was all, dude. It was definitely Sherman. Zach Sherman set the pace right there, made that big move, and was able to get it done. And Tampa Bay Damage just didn't have an answer after that. So right now, Omaha Vicious up 4-2, 7:54 to go here on the clock. And this would be huge for Vicious. If Vicious wins this one, that sends Damage to 3-1. It sends Vicious to 3-1. Then we're gonna have to see how the point spread works out here.
And then it puts pressure on Red Legion to beat Heat to keep 3-1.
Because if they go 3-1, then we're gonna have to sit there and start crunching it down again.
It goes to the head-to-head.
It goes head-to-head. It's the first tiebreaker.
Yeah, so then Vicious lost to Red Legion. So there's still a lot of paintball.
Yeah, but Vicious beat Damage. head-to-head, and they're still 3-1-2. See, that's what I'm talking about. It gets a little confusing here. We expected this, though, guys. I mean, this is the West Coast Open, 4th event, and everyone knows what's up here, and people fight just as hard here as they do at World Cup. You know, West Coast Open, we might have to start taking maybe the moniker away from the Chicago Open as far as hardest events to win. This might start to get into the mix.
Yeah, because this is the pressure one.
This is the pressure cooker.
Yeah,
this is straight up the pressure cooker right now. So you're
in all the divisions, because everybody that's here is trying to position themselves to get that world ranking in all their divisions. The Pro, Division 1, Division 2, because they're all trying to fight their way up and battle. Because, hey, you win the overall, you get free entry the following year. That's a lot of money saved. So this event is a pressure cooker for all the divisions.
Big time. I totally agree with you, 1,000,000%.
So here we got Vicious 4 live.
Yeah, so right now it looks like Omaha Vicious 4 alive for them.
And it's actually it's showing us as 2 eliminated, but it's actually Vicious 4 alive. So Dorito Tower back center, God Bunker on the snake side, and the little cake on the Dorito side. Damage is backed up, 2 on the back center, Dorito side tower, and front 50 tower. Down 4-2, 6 minutes left. The 4-2 lead, they're just going to play this out. Because obviously with Vicious, they want to get that win and keep themselves in a position 3-1. So they don't really have to do much, man. They just got to let Damage make some mistakes.
And Rab, with only 6 minutes left, not a lot of time to work with here. Vicious 4 bodies alive. And it looks like we got for Damage. I think Damage is only working with 4 bodies.
2 back center.
One of those high. The 2 guys in the back corner or the back stand-up can. Sauceman uncharacteristically loses the gunfight and dies out of his spot.
So right there, changes up now. Damage is in position now. So let's see if they go. When they hear a great move by Vicious coming out to the snake side corner.
To slow it down.
Slow it down.
Slow it down. You got a 2-point lead. Slow it down. Even if you lose this one, you still got a 1-point lead. Just keep as much time ticking off that clock as possible.
So 4-2 right now. Vicious in the driver's seat. But I mean, Damage, they can just chill out. I mean, it's not a big deal right now.
A little bit. It's 5 minutes left, and they're just doing what they're doing. Because obviously, if you can get a point here for Damage, it's in the next minute with 4 minutes left, down 1. That's plenty of time to put a few points on the board. So.
And it looks like. No, I thought I heard a horn, but yeah, this point's definitely going to go to Tampa Bay Damage. So Tampa Bay Damage putting themselves in a position right here to tie it up here, because they are going to score this one.
4-3.
And with some time left, you know, definitely enough time, tons of time actually to score 1 point for sure. But it's going to come down to this next one, because if Omaha Vicious can put another point on the board here and put the spread to 2 again, then that's really going to be tough for Tampa Bay Damage, depending on how much time this next point takes. But if Tampa Bay Damage on the flip side comes back and ties it up, then that question remains, all right, are we going to overtime? What if we get a tie here, Rab?
Ooh.
That would throw a little bit of a monkey wrench in the works.
And I don't know if we'll figure that out even till after the Houston Heat relegation game.
Chris, it's getting kind of crazy here towards the afternoon, or at the end of this afternoon bracket. One more game coming at you guys. It's going to be Houston Heat and Legion, and that one's that's like we talked about pressure cookers. That's another pressure cooker too. So here we go. Look, checking out this replay.
Oh, in the face.
Yeah, so Sauceman
gotcha.
and Sauceman does not lose many of those gunfights. Sauceman doesn't lose a lot of the really good back guys like him. There's a reason why he's one of the highest ranked guys, and he just does not lose a lot of those long gunfights. Yeah. It's one thing to lose a gunfight if it's really quick, you know, like guys right in front of you, and you're battling, and you lose that snapshot battle. But Sauceman does not lose many of those really far gunfights.
And he did that in that one. You're right. That's uncharacteristic by him to do that. So
I do. You got to get close for me, because I'm a horrible shot. You know about this, right? You're a horrible shot too, Steve.
Nah, I wasn't a horrible shot, but you're pretty horrible.
Yeah, good talk. So 4-3 right now in favor of Omaha Vicious. Come back after these messages, guys.
There's no turning back. Even while we sleep, we will find you acting on your best behavior. Turn your back on Mother Nature. Everybody walks through the world.
They're watching.
So we are back here, 4 minutes and 32 seconds to go. The score is 4-3. And Tampa Bay Damage still has to come back and try to put one up here in order to tie this game up.
What a good game right now.
Yeah, this is a really good game.
Vicious is playing amazing right now. I mean, against a good team like Tampa Bay Damage.
Well, let's check in with Lauren Kelly. Looks like she has one of the players from Tampa Bay Damage.
Hey guys, I'm here with Jacob Edwards in the damage pit. Jacob, you were looking a little down here on the sidelines. How is team morale going into this? You guys are down 1 point against Vicious.
I mean, we're all upset because we're losing. We don't like to lose, but we're going to turn it around and win. I mean, we're all calm and collective. I think we're good.
That was an important point when Dalton was in a 2-on-1. He was the only person left. He ran down the field, tried to get those two last Vicious players out, but wasn't able to. What's the best strategy when you're in a 2-on-1 and you're at the disadvantage?
I mean, if you're at the disadvantage, you got to battle to your death, fight to your death. I mean, he did the right thing, tried to go get him, win the point. We were low on time and we're down 2 points. It didn't really work, but he tried.
He did try. All right. Well, Vicious is up 1 point, 4-3. We'll see if Damage can tie it up.
Looking at the line for Omaha Vicious, Nate Schrader and Matt Sossman, as well as Zach Sherman, Brian Bortle, and there's Trevor Reeser right there. Now on the flip side, Tampa Bay Damage down 1. They bring out Dan Holliday, Brian Smith, Jason Edwards, Timmy Probst, and Dalton Vanderbilt to try to make it happen here. Not a lot of time left, but definitely enough to score 1 for sure. Let's look at this break. Who is going to survive the break? And Nate Schrader gets shot the break, and a major penalty
on
Omaha Vicious. And
that's Brian Bortle.
Brian Bortle getting that penalty, and that is going to definitely help out Tampa Bay Damage. And also, they didn't shoot anybody, Rad.
It's like I told you, we have the two most penalized teams, and this game is far from over because they just like to get flags.
Yeah, it's a seesaw battle all season long between Damage and Vicious as to who's going to get more penalties.
But hey, you know what? If you can battle through those penalties and get those wins, that's all that matters.
For sure.
And penalties happen.
Again, it's
you just want to get the yellows.
Just like any other sport, you're going to get foul. Fouls happen. You're going to get a foul.
Just get the yellow ones.
Oh, eaten up in the middle. But still. Oh, in the face. Nice shot.
And a very quick point here, making short work of Omaha Vicious. Tampa Bay Damage. Trevor Reeser clocked in just to make it a little bit more interesting by shooting Dan Holliday. Also, Dalton Vanderbilt got shot too. So 3 players left alive. But again, it doesn't matter. You don't get any points for live bodies. So it's all about those points. It's all about hanging those flags. And right now, with 3 minutes and 26 seconds to go, Tampa Bay Damage is trying to put Omaha Vicious to 2-2 here in the prelims and to go undefeated.
If they go undefeated, then they go into the #1 seed, and they'll play the #2 seed in the other bracket, which we already know that should be Impact.
Yeah, it is Impact.
#2.
It's Impact because our Chaos was...
got him on the overtime.
Yeah. So that's a crazy matchup right there.
Yeah,
because Damage won this event last year, haven't made the finals since then, and are really hungry for a win. That's why they're playing so tough this event. I really feel they're definitely playing that inspired paintball. I'm waiting to see out of Damage. So there you see on the replay, and Brian Bortle gonna have to do a little time for the team. And there's Trevor Reeser getting his face peeled off. So. And there was the closing points, or closing seconds of that last point. So we got about 40 seconds here. It's all tied up at 4. anyone's game at this point, but you got to have a little bit of an advantage, or you got to give a little bit of an advantage here to Tampa Bay Damage because of that Brian Bortle penalty.
Well, I mean,
Puts
yeah,
it- I
that's
mean,
pretty much, yeah.
we got
It's pretty
1 minute,
simple.
8 seconds left.
4 to 4.
Yeah.
4 to 4. Now look
Ti-
for damage now to do what Vicious did to them. Put some points on them real quick and try to end this game and go in 4-0 as the #1 seed and going in tomorrow with that #1 seed, which is what you want. That's what you play for.
Exactly. So just another game, one more game left here in the prelims. Oh, a little bit of a bad start for Damage. Let's see if that
Here
matters.
they come, here they come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Police are running in.
That's way too far to go back.
Yeah. I like VCA guy.
And that was-
VCA guy.
and
He
that-
just was like, I'm out. I'm not even gonna
He's
run.
like,
Hey, and that was Jacob Edwards. So Jacob Edwards getting a little bit of a bad start, and that's going to send it to an even now. So squandering their power play, Tampa Bay Damage, 4 bodies alive for them. Keith Brown, Timmy Probst, Jason Edwards, and Brian Smith.
35 seconds left in the penalty, so if they can get out. They get that 5-4.
That'll give them the advantage.
Yep.
Then they'll be on the power play.
Where would he go? I would go, if I were him, I would try to get that low kick on the Dorito side. 'Cause there's nowhere else for him. There's no room for him in the back center.
Uh-oh. I'm going to look for a penalty. No, Sauceman didn't shoot. So good job by Matt Sauceman to take the hit and walk off. Because that penalty for Vicious, another one as they're about to get Brian Bortle out of the box, would have been disastrous. But that
2 seconds left.
But
Here
that,
we go.
but it's still, now it's just going to even it up. So Brian Bortle does take Sauceman's place. Oh, unless he looked right out into one. Oh, Brian
He
Bortle
did.
looks right out into one as soon as he comes out of the box. So now the advantage still on the body count goes to Tampa Bay Damage. Brown, Probst, Edwards, and Smith still alive. Jacob Edwards got pulled for leaving early because he wasn't able to go back and tag up. You can tag up. If you leave early, you can go back and tag up. But if you fully commit, you're going to get pulled out. So now 3 players left alive for Vicious. Only 1 minute and 49 seconds to go here. Trevor Reeser, Zach Sherman, and St. Colby. It's all up to those guys to try to get it done for Omaha Vicious. No confirmed kills for Shane Colby here in this game so far. Uh-oh, Zach Sherman takes the walk early. So this is, now Tampa Bay Damage is looking really solid here. And also Reeser dies too, so it's just Colby. So it's definitely
Here comes
not looking good.
Keith Brown about to drop it on him.
Oh,
So Omaha Vicious squandering the opportunity that they had a 2-point lead at one point, and now Tampa Bay Damage is going to go up by 2.
With 1:27 left, and Todd hit the buzzer on that one, so it gives those guys a chance to get it tied back up. 5-5.
Still doesn't look good,
damage,
though.
Damage looking good, though, man. Controlled, you know. You know, Todd looks good. Very symmetrical. Nice glasses.
Yeah, so it's not looking good for Omaha Vicious right now. It's going to be really tough to push into the guns of Tampa Bay Damage, who are notorious for holding lanes down.
This point for Vicious, this is big time because that gives them that 3-1. They want that 3-1 going in, having a chance to play tomorrow. 2-2, that's a no-go.
So we're going to be right back with the conclusion of this matchup. Stick around. Remember to sign up your team for the World Cup. It's going down. Not too far away, man, to be honest. October 9th through the 12th. We got tons of divisional action coming at you tomorrow, too. The best teams through D4 and 1 through D4 through 1 will be coming up, and we will be seeing that action go down tomorrow, the finals here on the main webcast field. And Omaha Vicious, they're starting to put it on. Tampa Bay Damage very quick. Uh-oh, major penalty, though, on Omaha Vicious. So trying to push into the guns. The Tampa Bay damage is very difficult.
Brian Bordeaux makes the snake one. Look at Sossman out there just wheeling and dealing in the back pin and the outside, moving down that 3 to 50.
Here he comes, though. I don't know. Damage in a good spot right now in the back corner. There's no way you can probably get through that gun. 5 to 4.
2 on 2.
2 on 2. Brian Bordeaux and Sossman on Holiday and Smith.
Brian doesn't come out of the penalty box. But here we go. Look at this.
Oh, look at that. 1-on-1.
Oh, he takes him out.
Oh, Brian Bordeaux gets shot in the face.
Wow.
That's going to do it for Omaha Vicious.
1-on-1, and that right there is going to put them at 2 and 2.
Actually,
Yeah,
I think they traded out, actually. So,
they?
Zach Sherman got a major penalty as well.
Yeah, so Zach had that penalty a little early on, and now so wait, did they trade out? I don't think Holiday's alive. Holiday walked off, right?
I really don't know. I mean, Tampa Bay damage just walks off the field on a regular basis.
They tend to do that lately.
Yeah, so I mean, now.
And now the pod guy's on the field.
Oh, so there was 2 majors. It looks like Matt Sossman and Zach Sherman both got major penalties. I don't see it on the board, but regardless, 24 seconds. A well-fought game by both teams, but you got to win those close ones. And Tampa Bay damage looking like they're going to go 4-0.
Well, they're playing well. I mean,
they're playing awesome.
And Vicious is playing well.
Vicious. I don't take anything away from Vicious, but this is complicating things for Vicious. And they kept it close, though. Their point spread is going to be real close. I think it's going to be a negative. They're going to be 2 and 2 with a straight, just a 0.
And right now,
as far as point spread, so no negative, no positive.
Houston needs 1-2, and Russian Legion
is 2 and 1. So it's up to Legion now. Legion has the opportunity, because Legion beat Vicious head up. So if Legion comes out and beats Heat, then they will progress. Because if Damage is most likely going to win this game, they're up by 2. It's 20, they're going to win this game. It's over. This game's over. 6-4 is most likely going to be the score here. So Damage is going to win 6-4, and that means Damage is in by far because they're going to go 4-0.
And they'll be playing Impact tomorrow.
And they'll play Impact. And then so what's going to happen is that Vicious is going to go 2 and 2 with a 0. And what that means by 0 is that they don't have a plus or a minus. They're even, completely even on the wins and losses, and even on the point spread, which is not bad, man, in Champs Division, but not good enough. So now it's up to Legion, though, because if Legion wins this next one, they're going to go 3 and 1, which will put them in with Tampa Bay Damage. If Houston Heat wins, that'll put them 2 and 2. It'll put Legion 2 and 2, but they will have won head up against Legion, and let's see, Vicious and Heat. What happened in that game?
They lost. Heat lost to Vicious.
So then that would put Vicious in at 2 and 2.
Go to point differential at that point, right?
No, it's head up first. So Vicious still has a chance, even at 2 and 2.
Wow, look at this. 3 players from Damage are walking off. 10 seconds left. Not enough players for Vicious.
Yeah, but tons of players are walking off for Vicious, too.
So that is it for this game. 5-4. Good game, both teams.
Yeah, great game.
Yeah, so Damage is in for sure. They're 4-0. Big wins for them. So they're big wins for them. So, and then that puts Vicious at 2 and 2 with a negative point spread. They lost this one. Oh, no, I'm sorry, with a -1. They have a -1 point spread, and then that is gonna. So now it's really up to this next game, because Houston Heat's 1 and 2 with a negative point spread, and then Legion's 2 and 1 with a +2. So if Legion wins this one, they're in for sure. If Heat wins this one, then it's going to get interesting.
If Legion wins, they're 3 and 1, and they'll be playing our Chaos. That'll be interesting.
Oh man!
Now it's a party.
That'll be a bloodbath.
Now it's a party.
Yeah. So yeah. So let's check in with Lauren Kelly.
Hey guys, I am down here with Dan Holiday from Damage. Congratulations, you guys just beat Vicious. You have been undefeated in the prelims. Now it was looking a little scary there for a second. It looked like Vicious was going to maybe pull out a win against you guys. What did you do? What did you talk about in the pit during that timeout to really make the difference? Because you came out much stronger after that timeout.
Well, I think really that whole match seemed like it was going back and forth. I never really felt like we had a dominant control over the whole thing. Off the get-go, I thought they had the game. That particular game when they almost tied it up with us, they had shot 2 or 3 guys. They flew into the snake corner. I saw a major go up, and Brian's right next to me, and him are sharing the same bunker. But we just said that when they just got a major, so I know there's 3, only 2 guys left, so we just chilled out and just talked to each other. But really good. I mean, it could have got really bad.
Yeah, what was running through your mind during that point where it looked like they were going to tie it up there?
I was just scared. Basically, I just wanted to make waste as much time as possible, so I want them to come bunker me, get as close as possible to me. I can trade out with them or waste more time, ideally. But it actually worked out in favor where me and Brian were able to shoot everybody.
You guys have been really successful on this field layout. What are mistakes some people are making that's costing them the wins?
I don't really know. I don't know. I think there's a couple teams that are playing the same kind of strategy as us. I think those 2 front towers, there's a can on the Dorito side and then the can on the Snake side and tower on the Dorito side. I think those are key, trying to race to those. So initially get those first, strong sweet spots on the outside guys, and then jet up to those front towers and then take control of the outside.
All right, well, it's working for you guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
They just beat Vicious. It was a good one. Damage is now undefeated in the prelims and will be going to semifinals. Next up, we have Heat versus Moscow Red Legion. Heat's been having a tough time, so we'll see if they can get this win.